Hey everyone, it's Amanda. Today I want to show you how to create item vouchers that members can redeem from you in exchange for their universal points. For example, for 3,000 of their universal points, your business can give them a pastry basket or obviously anything you want to offer. It can also be a service such as a tax consultation. So that's what an item voucher is. So I'm going to log in as Joe, who's the owner of Joe's Cafe, which is the sample business that we've been using. To build the activities in your program, remember that you always go to the Build menu. Down here in this Get Universal Points section, there's 3 yellow tabs, and you can see here is where you can create or where you can trade item vouchers. It says trade item vouchers because you're going to be creating a voucher to give to your customer, and they will trade you their universal points for it. So let's click on that. Now to building the voucher on the right-hand side. You can read the information in the yellow box above, and then beneath that there's a gray box that says you haven't created any vouchers yet, but whenever you do, it will show any of your saved or published vouchers here in the gray box, and I'll show you that later. Next, this blue box is very important to understand. This shows the total amount of universal points that you can get in exchange for all of the vouchers that you're asking for. So when you build your activity below, you can't ask for more than this number. So for now, think of it as a limit, and we'll talk more about it soon. And this tooltip will let you know how we got this number. I'm going to skip over step 1 for now because I want to go ahead and show you how it's done, and you can come back and read that later if you wish. Step 2 asks, who is this for? So you can create this item voucher for all Amplifier members. For now, I'm just going to create an item voucher for all members. Step 3 is where you create your voucher, and it gives you some information about what to do and some examples. The first question asks, what are you offering? So put in here the item or service that you want to offer in exchange for members' points. Next, you want to put in a description of what you're offering as well. And you can upload a picture for your voucher. I highly recommend that you do upload a picture. I won't be uploading anything for the sake of time, or you can use our default picture. Then you select your local currency. Then it asks, what is the retail value of your voucher? So you simply put in the retail cost of your voucher. I'm going to say it's $30 US. And you'll notice that after you put in an amount here, some of these other fields calculate. So it asks, how many universal points do you want to receive in exchange for this pastry basket? Now, underneath it says the minimum amount you can enter below is 1,500 universal points. So I must ask for a minimum of 1,500 universal points. It tells you the minimum amount you can enter below because this is based on a minimum of asking for 50 universal points for every US dollar. So that is the ratio, the minimum ratio that you must ask for. So in this box, I must enter at least 1,500. But I'm going to ask for 3,000 in this case. So I want 3,000 universal points for every pastry basket. And if you hover your mouse over this tooltip, it says, when published, this amount, which is 3,000, will be grossed up by 25%, which we take as a transaction fee from members who are redeeming your voucher. We take the transaction fee from the members and not your business. So whenever you see this item as published, it will show 3,000 grossed up by 25%, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Underneath, you can let your repeat customers redeem this voucher for less points. Now, your repeat customers are customers that have earned from your program in the past, and Amplifier knows which one of these members are your repeat customers. So if they've earned from you before and you check this box, this will show to those members that have earned from you before. All members that haven't earned from you before will see the 3,000. So you can ask for that if you like. I'm not going to do that for now. And there's also a tooltip that tells you that you can give your repeat customers a better deal by checking this box. And in this case, you are giving them 45, or you're asking for 45 universal points per US dollar rather than the 50. So you are giving them a better deal if you want to check this box. The next question asks, how many vouchers do you want to offer? Well, that's easy. You simply enter the number of vouchers that you want to offer. So let's just say I put in 5. Then it says the total amount of universal points I'm requesting for all vouchers is 15,000. This number is simply 3,000 times 5. If you hover your mouse over the tooltip here, it says the total amount of universal points you're requesting for all of your vouchers, which is 15,000, must be less than the amount in the blue box above. Because remember, I said earlier that this was your limit, so you cannot ask for any more than this number. So that's fine, we're under the limit, and I'll talk to you more about that here in a second. The next question asks, available from now until the last day of. So here you can only select a month from when this voucher will disappear off of your program, and members will not be able to redeem it. So let's just say I want to make it available from now until the last day of February. So after February 28th, it will disappear off of my program. The next question says, this voucher expires on the last day of. So here you will select a month for when the voucher will expire. It's important to know that you must select at least 1 month after the date here. So let's just say this voucher is going to expire on the 31st of March. We'll just give it 1 month. Next, it says for you to enter a voucher number. So here you can enter in any number that you'll recognize to let you know that it's a voucher from your business. So I'm just going to enter in a bunch of 8s here, so I know that if the voucher has 4 8s, it's a voucher from my business. And this is to prevent people from creating fake vouchers. Next, I want to show you that you can preview your voucher here, and this is what it will look like on your program. So here you can read to make sure that everything is all right. And remember, I showed you before that when customers view this item voucher, they are going to see the amount of universal points that you are requesting. Remember, you put in 3,000, but they are going to see it grossed up by 25% to accommodate for that transaction fee to the member. It doesn't affect the 3,000 that you're asking for. They will just see the grossed up amount. So that's what it looks like in your preview. And once it's published, it will show in your Redeem tab just like this. So after done previewing, you can click the X. You can also save it if you like, and once you save it, it will show up here in the gray box that it's saved, and you can always go back and modify it. Very important down here at the bottom. It says after this is published, the balance in the blue box will be 50,737 in my case. Remember up above, the total amount of universal points that you're requesting is 15,000. So what Amplifier is going to do is it's going to take off 15,000 from this amount in the blue box above. It's going to quarantine that amount from this balance here as soon as you select publish, and that will be your balance. So let me walk you through what's going to happen and how this item voucher works in detail. Right now, Joe is creating 5 item vouchers for a pastry basket, and he's asking his customers 3,000 universal points for it. So for now, let's publish this, and we get a successful message. Your activity is published, view it here. So let's go have a look. Okay, so down on his incentive program, under the Redeem menu, there it is, Item Voucher, and there's my voucher for all Amplifier members, and you can see they see the grossed up amount. So what happens when an individual sees this, and what's the full entire process? So let's go back, and now I'm logged in as an individual. So when I view Joe's Cafe and his program, I can see under the Redeem menu that he's offering an item voucher. And here's what I see. So if I want this pastry basket, I can select Get It, and it's asking for 3,750 points. Okay, it says I've redeemed the voucher. I can view it in my Vouchers tab, and my points have gone down. So after she's redeemed the voucher, it will show in this tab, and she also gets an email with the voucher attached to it, and it has the voucher number and a barcode. So let me log out, and now we're back in as Joe. So let's say this customer has her voucher in her hand, and she takes it to Joe's Cafe because she wants to get her pastry basket now. All Joe has to do is go to the Transact menu, and under here in Redeem Vouchers, he clicks this button, and he simply enters in the voucher number. that's located on the voucher, or he can simply scan the barcode if he has the free mobile app. You can check the voucher. Remember, that was our unique voucher number, and there she is, and there's the voucher, and she can redeem it here. Now, at this point, the entire 3,000 points that Joe asked for will go back into his account balance here. He can then reuse those universal points that he just got to reward his customers again, or he can also make redemptions with other businesses. It's up to him. That's why if I go back to build, you'll notice trading item and cash vouchers are under Get Universal Points, because whenever you transact the vouchers, those points go back into your account balance. One more thing. I want to go back to show you the item vouchers. And here I can view the one that's active. Say out of the 5 vouchers that he offered, one of them was not redeemed and transacted, and it's also past the expiration date, so it's pretty much a dead voucher now. Remember that Amplifier quarantined the amount that he was asking for. So since one of the vouchers was not redeemed, we have to put something back into his blue balance above here. So for any vouchers that are not redeemed and transacted and they're expired, Amplifier is going to give him back 90% of the universal points that he requested and put that amount back into his balance in the blue box here above. All of this is explained in the blue box in step 1 if you want to go back and read it. If you have any questions, feel free, remember to read the information before you start the what to do section and all of the tool tips, because those provide all of the information that you need to know. That's all you need to know about creating item vouchers. Thanks for watching and happy engaging.